It's Week 11 of the National Football League. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Bucks and the Niners, next on EA Sports.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the so-called Silicon Valley and Levi Stadium in Santa Clara. Today we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap, as it'll be the Tampa Bay Buccaneers taking on the San Francisco 49ers. Hi again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And Charles, you take a look at these 49ers as they enter play here. They come into this one fresh off a victory that finally snapped a 6-game losing streak.
And there's nothing like that win that makes everyone happier in the locker room, better on the practice field, and they usually play a whole lot better that next game out as well.
The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. So the Niners set to take over for the first time, and it is the 23-year-old Trey Lance who has the keys to the offense in his third season now out of North Dakota State.
It's a pretty bland game he had last time out. Ended up throwing one interception, didn't have a touchdown to offset it, but the team found a way to win. He found a way to lean on other parts of the offense that carried them through.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. You look at this defense for Tampa Bay. They were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
And they needed to be, because that game was a game you don't see very often anymore. Low scoring, slugging it out in the trenches. One play can make the...
Now Lance unable to escape, and down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
All right, partner, I'm going to be Captain Obvious right here. Not the start you're looking for offensively, right? Incomplete pass, followed by a sack. And
when he went down, it looked like that right ankle got turned, but thankfully he popped up okay, and they breathed a sigh of relief on that sideline. I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. Here's Lance to throw it. Pass is taken in by McLeod. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Marking down at the 49. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow them to convert a 3rd and 18.
Well, things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out, set the tone, this time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us or their game plan, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
I think you're exactly right about that.
Lance now on first down. And he fires one incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Lance. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. And he'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. A gain there of 21 yards. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. Now Lance again. And this one almost intercepted. Not a good throw there. Nearly an opening drive INT. Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Lance. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sack back at the 38. Shaquille Barrett make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. They'll make that a 2nd sack here on their first drive out defensively, and not to get ahead of ourselves, but they're on pace for double-digit sacks at this point.
Well, they're going to have to find a way to tamp that down, aren't they? So if you're the play caller, you're telling your quarterback maybe some screens, maybe some draws, hard count, use your voice inflection a little bit, anything to try and slow that pressure down.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, they got him again. Shaquille Barrett, 2 plays in a row now that he has gotten in there for the sack, and it brings up 4th down. Here's Mitch Wishnowski now. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. So here are the Buccaneers ready to go on offense with a new man at the helm here for 2023 in his 6th season now in the NFL, Baker Mayfield.
I like this guy, and the reason I do, he tends to stand an even keel, doesn't let too much ruffle him. He will manage the game the way it needs to be managed, take what the defense gives him, and then he can strike at times. Had a touchdown pass. Yes, he had an interception last week, but he found a way for his team to win.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. 2nd and 10. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. And that is incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
That's taken in by Gage. There he goes, right side. A big play there on the catch and run, and even 70 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. They will run for the first time here with White. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run it, try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Mayfield to throw it. Forced out to his left. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Baker Mayfield, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Buccaneers are on the board first here this afternoon.
What an effort there. Sometimes you hold your breath a bit when you see your quarterback diving for the end zone. You don't want him to land on a shoulder wrong or take a big shot. But he looks none the worse for wear here, and that winds up a touchdown.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Returning from his end zone is Ray McCloud. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. Back out there comes the 49ers offense ready for their 2nd drive. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Joe Tryon-Shoyinka in pursuit that time, and he gets the tackle for loss. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. To throw, it's Lance. A quick throw there is incomplete. Deebo Samuel was the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. Let's see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. 2nd quarter now, and it's Buccaneer football as they get set to start their drive with a 1st and 10. Their next possession. And they, if you just look at this game, Charles, on paper, they've got the edge, no doubt. They're hanging around the top of the NFC. On the other side, you got a squad that's towards the bottom of the NFC. But when we mentioned that to the coaches, they were having no part of it.
Yeah, and I like how you said when we mentioned it. In fact, I mentioned it, and I upset them a little bit, didn't I? Because they wanted no part of that one, and I was reminded like a 5-year-old. This is the NFL. Any given Sunday, anything can happen. They are guarding against the upset.
Here's Mayfield. Well, a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
And that is how you respond after taking one on the chin to begin this game. Give up a first drive touchdown, go back out on defense, and completely shut them down to force a 3-and-out.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And San Francisco gets set to go here. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And the defense closes quickly there. He'll get maybe a yard to the 33. Ball at the 33, 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
McCaffrey on the counter. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. The 21 yards there as they convert on third.
And now at this point in the first half, you've got to realize as an offense, you're not going to get it all back in one fell swoop. This is going to be about sustained drives and making sure you finish with points. And that's a good throw there for a first down.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
And they fake the handoff. Now Lance. They'll get this into the hands of Ayuk. And he will get enough for a first down, and that will lead us to the 2-minute warning. 7 yards there. Good enough to move the sticks. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Working from the gun. Lance. To the right side. It's caught by Mitchell. And out of bounds right around the 20. So 8 yards on the completion there, and that'll bring up a 2nd down and just a couple.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd.
Here's Lance. And his throw here's incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
Lance looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And he is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. That good for 6 as they keep this drive right on rolling. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Again, they'll throw it with Lance. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. They'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 9-yard line.
And Lance going to throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And the Niners are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. They'll try and power it in with Juszczyk. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1.
Holding offense.
A terrible spot for a holding call as they'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal. From the gun, it's Lance. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Ray McCloud, his first touchdown on the year. And the 49ers are on the board here in the final minute of the first half. So a late touchdown here just before the half, and that obviously changes the dynamic of this game.
Yeah, in a couple of ways, partner, because they've been shut out up until this point. So now at least they go into the locker room, and Uncle Mo may be creeping over to their side to talk to him a little bit. And second, they're right back in the football game, an extra point away from tying things up.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. One more drive here for the Buccaneer offense in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a time ball game here heading to break. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach.
We thought this one would be a close battle coming in, and we have not been disappointed. They're all even to this point. This has the feeling of a game that could go right down to the wire. One mistake or one big play could turn out to be the difference.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Set and ready to go for the second half. One touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin this third quarter. Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the third quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one, and we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee Wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down. They stay on the ground with White. And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left in no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 10 yards there and a Buccaneer first down. Now a give up the middle. This is Wright. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3-3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for first. Mayfield. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And in for the Buccaneers, touchdown. Trey Palmer, 47 yards. And the Bucs have taken the lead.
When you're a great route runner, it makes you that much better as a receiver because now your quarterback trusts that you're going to be where he expects, and he's able to deliver the ball on time.
McLaughlin now to add the PAT. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So the drive there took 6 plays. And it ends with a touchdown for the Bucs. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. This fielded right at the goal line. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Here's a look at the 49ers offense as they make their way out for their first possession of the second half. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
On first down, Lance. Open man is Samuel, complete. They'll go for a gain of 7, and that will bring up second down.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 41-yard line.
And Lance now to throw. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. Third down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 13 yards there and a Niner first. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the 2 tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out the running game.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Bucs 46-yard line.
Up the gut, McCaffrey. And a nice run. They're going to take this close to the first down marker at the Bucs 37. 42 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have the 49ers first down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Now a throw out to his fullback is complete. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Well, 3rd down conversions, but they need a full 10 yards here. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. So an interesting call there to take the 3. I mean, I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, you know, 4th quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the end.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
So here are the Bucs to take over on offense. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. Mayfield looks to throw.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move all over the place to try and find good matchups, and they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
2nd down and 10.
On 2nd down, they'll run with White. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. The offense on 3rd down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Airing this one out for Evans. It's caught inside the 25. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. 54 yards.
Well, that was a pretty good time for his first catch of the ball game, and it turned into a huge play as well. He's certainly not been a central part of this passing game so far in this one, but he made his presence felt there. A big pickup on third down.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Now whistles here before the snap. Looked like one of the Bucs may have moved. The crowd's not doing that O-line any favors.
Home field advantage is really kicking in, making it very difficult for them to hear the snap count.
Mayfield on play action. Look at Mike Evans' way again, and he's got another one. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a first down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup. They run straight ahead here with White. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 47 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
But they didn't accomplish their goal. They didn't get a stop there, gave up another first down. They have all 3 timeouts in their pocket. I think defensively, you got to start thinking about using them here.
I was just going to ask you at what point you think now's the go time?
I think now's the go time. I don't think you sit back and wait because they can take a lot of time off the clock between plays and run 3 to 4 and really put you in a stressful spot.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up second down. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They've got it second and goal now as they look for that final dagger. White is not going to get in. In fact, he'll lose a couple of yards back to the 3. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. Mayfield, it's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. And this is caught, and that could seal it. It's a touchdown. What a huge touchdown that was, obviously, here in the late stages of the fourth quarter as they try to put this one away.
And, Brandon, when they watch the film after this week, they'll be very proud of every rep if they close this game out. Just a few snaps remaining. They can't relax just yet.
McLaughlin for the extra point. It's good, and it's 21-10. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it's Chris Godwin who finishes things off with a touchdown reception. Here's McLeod from his end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. So Lance and the Niners down 21-10. A minute 47 on the clock. It's been a struggle to score all day, and now they need to do it twice here late to have a chance. That's over the middle and caught by Ayuk. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. On 1st and 10, here's Lance. Pass complete, Samuel. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. From midfield, here's Lance. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Jamel Dean. And the Bucs will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. Now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. Down to one knee goes Mayfield, and that's all she wrote.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right, just us against the world, and get it done, how happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something, and they did in this one. So time has run out on what will be a Tampa Bay victory. And it was their defense that led the way, allowing just 3 points, that lone field goal in the entire second half.
And remember the old adage, offense sells tickets. Defense does what?
Wins championships.
And in this game, maybe a championship wasn't won, but a game was by the defense, right? Held them to just a field goal. That's a heck of a job. I mean, when they went out there with that determination and a pretty good game plan, pretty good idea of what they wanted to accomplish. Just love the execution, love the tenacity, love the way they finished.
So for Tampa Bay, they continue to put themselves in position for a first-round bye as they move to 8-2, and they'll have another Indianapolis Colts. Meanwhile, for San Francisco, it'll be loss number 6 on the season for them, and they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Seahawks in Seattle.